Today is World MS Day. Multiple sclerosis is a chronic disease of the central nervous system. And here to give us more insight on the illness, we have Dr. Walid Wazni, neurologist with Dignity Health, St. Mary in Long Beach. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I feel like we have seen more people come forward saying they are dealing and navigating through multiple sclerosis. Can you just kind of explain how many people it affects and what it does to their body exactly?
Yeah, I mean, multiple sclerosis isn't, very common. Only about 1.8 million people worldwide suffer from multiple sclerosis. I mean, to give you an example, if we take a more common disease like stroke, that incidence is about 800,000 per year. So in general, it's a rare autoimmune disorder that affects, about 1.8 million people worldwide.
You know, when you say it's an autoimmune disorder, can you just kind of walk people through what that means? I mean, I know that we've seen the spotlight with certain celebrities who have been dealing with this lately, and it's kind of brought more awareness when it comes to this specific disease.
Yeah, an autoimmune disorder is a disorder where our immune system actually attacks itself instead of like a virus or a bacteria. So in multiple sclerosis, the lymphocytes or white cells that we produce to fight, certain viruses actually travel into they cross the blood-brain barrier, and they actually attack the central nervous system, meaning the brain and the spinal cord. And that causes electrical connection problems between the brain and the rest of the body.
So then I know that there isn't a specific cure for this, but there are treatments that people can go and get. What are some of those treatments?
Yeah, so, I think we've made pretty big strides in the world of multiple sclerosis. I like to use the analogy of sort of HIV. When HIV was first discovered, we had medications for it, but all those patients, eventually developed AIDS. So if we take a look at multiple sclerosis, the prior drugs, they helped, but people still became disabled and they still, suffered significant morbidity. However, the medications that we have now, they're more specific to fighting those bad, blood cells that cross the blood-brain barrier to keep them at bay. So the newer medications are actually, better tailored, so they're well tolerated, and they really decrease the amount of disability and flare-ups that MS patients now have. So, with the newer medications, we're starting to see patients live a more normal life.
Oh, that's great. I feel like anytime someone gets some type of diagnosis that they're not expecting, their mind just goes probably a million miles an hour. Do you have any advice for people who might have recently been diagnosed with this and how to navigate and kind of move forward?
Yeah, I think, if you get diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, I think, like I said, I think we have newer medications now that are going to be better at preventing flare-ups and reducing the overall disability associated with the diagnosis. And so, we're going to get better and better. So where, even though you're diagnosed with a chronic, neurological condition, you're less likely to be debilitated by it, by the newer medications, and have less side effects.
All right, Dr. Walid Wazni with Dignity Health St. Mary, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.